I think my recent aesthetic could be perfectly summed up in this sentence. Just throw some lipstick on it. Hello my lovely beans and welcome back to another Sit Down Sunday, the day of the week where we take a break from talking about all the nerdy and geeky stuff that we love and we have a more real conversation. Today, in what seems to be a trend in Sit Down Sundays, we're talking about something I'm really bad at. And that topic is saying no to things. I struggle unbelievably with saying no to possible new opportunities, cool projects, events with my friends, just literally going out to lunch with my friends I have trouble saying no to. And I think some of the social things that I struggle with saying no to are more out of like the fear of missing out, which is really a different topic. But when it comes to more like professional opportunities or cool new projects, it has been instilled in me that I should be saying yes to every single one of them since day one. I think a part of it has to do with the fact that I'm working in a creative field. I'm sure other fields push you to do this as well, but it was literally instilled in me in theater school that if I'm not saying yes to every opportunity, then like I might as well just be living out on the street. When you take an improv class, the very first lesson that you learn that is pounded into your brain is to say yes and to everything. And almost all of my role models in the industry, both YouTube, acting, TV, whatever it will be in the creative field, say to do this. And so I have. For years I have said yes and to everything. I accept every opportunity, whether it falls through or it turns into something great. And don't get me wrong, I actually think at its core that this is a really good thing to do because it opens you up to new opportunities and experiences that you might not have said yes to before, and therefore you might be like exposing yourself to something entirely new that you like. You also have to do what's right for you, and sometimes what's right for you, even if it sucks, is saying no. And then on top of that, dealing with the fact that you said no and being okay with that. For me, this has been a topic that's been heavily on my mind because for the next 2 months, my life is kind of gonna be a bit crazy. Almost every weekend of my next 2 months is accounted for. And please don't think I'm complaining because I'm not. In the next 2 months, I get to do some really cool, awesome things. In 9 days, I am going to the Caribbean and will be on vacation for a week. 2 weeks after that, I will finally be with my Moon Menagerie Sailor Scout group at Anime Next in New Jersey. And the weekend right after that, I'm going to Nashville for my sister's 21st birthday. So these are all really awesome things. But I've kind of been catching myself staring at my planner, looking at the next 2 months and being like, oh no, how are we gonna do this? Which then causes me not to be excited about the cool things that are coming up, but just stressed out about getting through all of it, and that's not a thing that you should be doing. These are all amazing things. And so a big thing that I've been thinking about is the fact that in July and August, I right now have made absolutely no plans, and I don't plan on making any sort of concrete plans for quite a while. Because I have caught myself in a circle of saying yes a little bit too much when I needed to say no. And it's kind of like this weird catch-22 because in the cycle of having so much planned for the next 2 months, 2 really amazing opportunities came along the way, and since I already had stuff planned out, I had to say no, and that was really difficult. And then I just find myself what-ifing and being like, if I said no to that, then I could have done that, which could have been a really amazing opportunity, and I could have said yes to that and not to that, and it just ends up in being in like a big, it's a bad time. And again, I don't think this is entirely my fault. I think this is something that I have 100% been taught by society and the people around me. Sorry society, gonna blame this on you. Every time I see an article with the headlines, millennials are the laziest generation, I'm like, which millennials you looking at, doe? I'll send you screenshots of my planner. Believe me, I am anything but lazy. And I don't think I'm the only one that feels that way. I think that just perpetuates a more like, no, we're not. Like some of us are, but some of your generation is. And the generation before that, guess what? Lazy people exist. I don't know how this turned into a rant about being a millennial. I'm sorry, I'll move on. My main overlying point here that I really want to hit is that it is more important to take care of your mental health than to overbook yourself on saying yes to all of these opportunities. And I know it can feel like it's not the right move in the moment, but it almost always is. There have been a lot of things in the past that I've had to say no to because of conflicts, and I've said no to them, felt like it was the end of the world, and then it passed, and here I am still living and doing things. So just know that it's a great thing to say yes to things and be part of new opportunities and projects and to take things on and challenge yourself, but it's also okay and great to say no to things and to take care of you and your mind and relax a little bit. That's really, really important, and I know that we don't stress this enough because, again, people think we're lazy, and I don't know why that is. Nobody is going to judge you for saying no unless you're like flaky about it and give no as like a last minute answer. Take care of yourself. It's important. Put yourself before that opportunity because without you, there is no opportunity. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to leave me a comment letting me know if this is something you struggle with, if you've overcome it, if you have any tips. I love when you guys discuss these things in the comments with one another. It makes my heart real happy. It's a little bean community. And speaking of beans, I want to thank my special blend ones. These are my Patreon supporters. I actually just added a new tier. I'm so excited about it. It's called the Stupefy tier because all of my tiers are named after Harry Potter spells. With this perk, every month you are getting a handmade felt pin sent to you physically in the mail. It's so exciting. Every month the theme of the pin is going to be decided on by you guys. There will be a poll, which is so exciting. I'm just excited to finally be integrating my crafting into my Patreon in a real reward way. So if you want to sign up for that, you can still do it for this month right now. Go and head over. Exciting. And otherwise, wrapping up my spiel, if you want to find me on other social media, I'm at Up Kristen everywhere, and I will see you lovelies in my next video. Bye!